Okay, so I just wanted to quickly record this video because I had this completely distortion realization over the past few weeks. It's been slowly and surely kind of getting into my mind. But now I feel like I actually feel like it's right now. Like I actually can understand this in a way. So it all starts with me back in high school when I dropped out of high school to pursue entrepreneurship because I was tired of being. Well, I was not really broke. I've never been that broke, right? I've never been need to ask for money or, I have my family, they had a big house, you know, we ate very, very good every day. Um, we have an old truck, not super old, looks pretty good, but it's not, we didn't live like luxuriously, right? And we also didn't we weren't in the position where we can donate to things or do whatever. Like we were kind of limited in the things we didn't go out to eat or something special. Basically, every 3 months or something, we went to KFC or whatever, and that was something big, or McDonald's or Burger King or whatever. Um, and yeah, pretty much one vacation, going to the beach once every 2 or 3 years. But I never felt like I needed or I was lacking money. But I went out because I wanted to. Well, there was a point where I started to feel like maybe I could be more value to my family as opposed to just being there trying to going to school and just fucking obsessed with women and just cold approaching it. Like I thought there surely has to be something else. There surely has to be something more than cold approaching girls and trying to get their number. I realized that maybe I could, have a better use of my time. I didn't want to go there. Not because I was not a, hard, good student. I was an amazing student. But because I thought, you know what, I don't see a point on being here or me being here. So I went on this journey and this years long journey to try to make it financially. And throughout these years, I kind of developed this relationship with money. Basically, where I guess, I haven't asked my subconscious mind yet, but I guess I could describe it in a way of I was feeling like I was feeling like I needed to make money to be worthy or something of something. My mind, my identity was so attached to I need to make money. I need to be a successful entrepreneur. Otherwise, well, I never said it like this, right? But it's almost like I felt like otherwise I was going to be a failure. And I couldn't imagine my life not making not having my business successful. And I never dream of having this luxurious lifestyle where, I live in Dubai and then I walk around the city, I get a black coffee and then I have this Ferrari right here and then I'm going with all these supermodels. That's not for me. That seems to me like a fucking child's dream. Like something like you're trying to make up for something. So I never wanted to have a lot of money, but I wanted to be well off. Right? I wanted to make $2,000 a month. I wanted to make $10,000 a month, and pretty much being okay maintaining that level of wealth. But there was throughout these years, which were about 3 years, up until right now, actually, where I was very, very focused. I was very obsessed with wanting to make it, trying to make it, right? And the thing is, I found that in a very interesting way, I was feeling like when I was in these periods of being very obsessed with money and wanting to make it in business, I didn't do anything else. My fitness dropped. Like my physique was worsened. My social skills were worsened too. My ability to speak, it was good because I was doing business, right? But not not really in conversations. I was not really smooth, or I didn't maintain my game basically with the girls. And I didn't have any relationship because girls are a distraction, right? Or something like that, I thought. And so basically why I realized is that it's almost like I was kind of like chasing I was kind of like chasing the money. Right? I was chasing, let me just turn the light here real quick. I was chasing the money so far to a point where I felt like if I don't make the money, like there's no point in me even enjoying life. Like I need to make the money first in order to, okay, now I can, enjoy some of life. Which is like now that I say here seems so stupid. But back there I was feeling like, yeah, I'm on hold, right? Like I need to like make the money first. So the realization that I got right now, and after seeing all these contexts, is that, and I always had a little bit of this realization before, but not to this point, to this extent, where now I feel like I know for a fact I don't need money or part of it, right? So I need money to live a good life. But after that point, money is not going to make a difference in my happiness. That is the biggest realization that I got. And that amount of money that I'm saying is like, right now I'm making, living here in Mexico, by the way, but I'm making $800 a month, basically, which is, it's pretty good, right? Like in my security, a security guard job, I was making 10,000 pesos, not dollars, 10,000 pesos a month, which is basically roughly $600 a month. Now I'm making $800 a month as a food delivery driver, working 3 days a week, only 3 days a week. And I'm able to afford this beautiful apartment. I'm able to go out with my girlfriend. We don't need to stress about money. I'm able to overall feel very, very good. Like, of course, I'm not able to like go to fancy place or anything like that, but this is the thing that I'm talking about. Like, it's like realistically, how can I explain this? Like, the thing that I thought all this time the money was going to give me is right in front of me. Like for so long, I thought, okay, I need to make money first in order to enjoy my life. Now I can realize that I don't have to be like this. I can enjoy my life even when I'm not having the money yet, and I'm working like this, and I'm still in the building phase of the business stuff. But I can enjoy my life just as much as if I were making $10,000 a month. Imagine that, $10,000 a month. It's almost like I realize that money is not going to solve my problems. Because I don't really have money problems, friend. I mean, I have money problems, kind of like, well, kind of, right? So I don't have so much money that I don't need to worry about money or whatever. And I have some, debt, and still, small debt with my family. I owe them some money because of the process of moving out, which is very recent to me, or recently happened. Purchasing a bike or the food delivery driving or motorbike, right? So I kind of like owe some people money, my credit card, my family, stuff like that. But I feel like money will not solve like the actual things that is gonna dictate my life quality, which is kind of like, in my opinion, happiness. I know a lot of people shit on the concept of happiness. Like, for example, Iman Gatsby, Andrew Tate. I don't really watch Andrew Tate. I don't really know what are his takes, but I can imagine that. I think I've heard him say a couple of things about happiness, and he doesn't really value happiness, right? But the thing is, like, I know for a fact that it's very important, at least in my opinion, right? In my probably biased opinion, but my opinion nevertheless. And what I feel about this all is that if I can just be, it's almost like I know that I first, before even making the money, I need to be working on this right now, on my happiness and my overall life quality. right? On my mental health, on my enjoyment of life, on my gratitude, on my attitude, on my habits. Because money is only gonna be just like an addition. Money is gonna be the big thing. Like if I'm depressed right now, I'm gonna be depressed even if I make $10,000 a month, and it's gonna be even worse if I make $10,000 a month because I'm gonna be thinking like I'm broken. Like, I'm making the money, I should be really happy right now. Why is going on? Like I feel like I would feel like that if I feel even after making $10,000 a month, feeling like a little bit depressed. And so that's why I realized that you know this thing that I'm pursuing right here is almost like, in a way, is almost like it's completely independent of essentially everything. It's independent of everything. The the money, that is. Okay. So I just feel like making the money is not really gonna help me with my life, It's only gonna be helpful or it's not gonna let me just re-say this. So money is gonna help me with my life, but not indefinitely are important, let's say. Okay. It's gonna help me. I know it's gonna help me, but it's gonna help me in a different way, in a financial way, which is not really that important, I think, honestly. Okay. Because who cares if I'm making, you know, $10,000 a month if I am depressed? Like, who gives a fuck? Honestly, who gives a fuck if I'm making $10,000 a month, but I am depressed? Like, no one gives a fuck about that. No one. I don't give a fuck if I'm making the money if I'm depressed. So that's when I start to think like damn, like that is so dumb for me to try to like just get successful in the financial area of my life. So just very quickly, the way that I'm kind of approaching, purpose. For so long, I thought that my purpose was making $10,000 a month and retire my family. That's what I thought was my purpose. But I've been realizing more and more that that's really not my purpose. My purpose is not really that. I guess my purpose is just having, at least as of today, which is Tuesday, 24th of 2026 now, is just to have the overall higher life quality that I can. That's my life purpose, basically. I feel like. So it's almost like I had this mindset or this visualization the other day of like feeling like, okay, so if I don't need money, then what do I do now? Right. And it's actually interesting to think about this because, well, I know that I don't need the money. I don't need like the actual need the money, much more money, a lot of money, but I don't need that. Would it be nice to make the money? Certainly, it would be really nice to make the money. And so I'm kind of in this place right now where I'm approaching making money in a way better, way better way. um, yeah, in a much better way where I don't need to make the money to feel okay with my life, but I know I want to make some money to like, you know, for it to have a better impact in my life. For example, like, you know, purchasing a better motorbike, just the materialistic stuff. I don't really need it for anything else, right? And it will be nice to have, for example, some other things here in my apartment or whatever, traveling a little bit, giving something to my family, giving them a lot of money, maybe giving them a nice truck or whatever. But apart from that, it's not really like, I don't really feel like it's just, it's almost like money just has lost power over me. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I don't really know exactly how to feel about this. I want to continue to work in my business and trying to make the business work out. But it's certainly like I feel like because before I thought I needed money to in order to before I need money in order to enjoy life. But it changed now, and so it's almost like a complete reframe of my mind. You know, so yeah, it's just such a reframing, and yeah, I'm not really sure how is I going to impact my life. Yeah, I'm gonna be sharing the journey of how I feel about this and stuff like that. But this is kind of where I'm at right now, and in my life and my understanding of you know life overall, I guess. So life and money. So yeah, that was everything I wanted to say today.